moving further, so these are the some important characteristic of hydrogen. Let us see one by one. So the first is, it is the number one abundance material available in the universe. We do not have any limitation. Okay, there are no limitations on this fuel availability. Okay, it is easily available. Second is, it is a diatomic element. Okay, it mostly found in pairs. Okay, always you might have seen hydrogen, it is an H2, because a single hydrogen has one electron in its outer shell, another hydrogen has also one electron in its outer shell, so they both combine and they form a two electrons in their outer shell. Okay, which is a stable uh, chemical composition. Okay, which is H2. Okay, so there are two H minus, we write as H2. So it is a diatomic element which is stable at this stage. But the thing is, this hydrogen gas is highly flammable. Okay, if it is kept directly, the pure hydrogen is kept directly in the atmosphere, so it will immediately flame. Okay, it will immediately catch the fire. This leads to two type of advantages. Okay, advantage is that we need instant flame at that application, like some of the internal combustion engines. Okay, we need some flame, so easily we can use this hydrogen for creating for using it in a combustion process. And the disadvantage is basically, if we talk about any basic disadvantage from this point, okay, that it basically we cannot handle, okay, the transportation, the generation, okay, the safety concerns. Okay, we need to keep in mind these disadvantages also, being a highly flammable gas. And hydrogen is very important to our life also. Okay, the water that we drink, which is the basic necessity of a human body, have two hydrogen elements, okay, and one element of oxygen. That's why they pair. Okay, H2O. Next, it is also available with hydrocarbons. Carbon is also not available easily, because the basic thing is that hydrogen, a single element, has single electron in its outer shell, so it is mostly used with many of the, you can say, chemical elements. Okay, and it easily pair its with them bond. It creates easy bonding with each type of material. Okay, so that's why it is important to our life also in terms of chemistry. Majorly isotopes are also found of hydrogen. It means protons number are same, but the neutrons or the internal parts, they are different. That is, there is a material called protium, okay, in which hydrogen has no neutrons available in its shell. Okay, it's just empty, you kind of say empty hydrogen. Okay, there's a deuterium also, in which we have hydrogen with two neutrons. Okay, both type of feasibility is there. Okay, like no neutrons and with two neutrons. Next is, it facilitates structural identification also. It is very simple structure. Hydrogen has very simple structure, which is easy to evaluate. Okay, the structure can be easily identified. So these are the different characteristics related to the hydrogen. So this was the characteristic of the hydrogen. Moving further, there are some basic more characteristics are also there. The first one, the hydrogen gas is colorless and odorless. It does not have any color and it does not have any smell or that kind of thing. Okay, and it does not easily spontaneously combust. Okay, spontaneous means the instant combustion. Okay, it needs some point. Okay, at some different stages it has like the gasoline in ignition point is around 500 degrees Celsius. Okay, and when we compare it with the hydrogen have a ignition temperature of 570 degrees Celsius. Okay, which is not more also and not less also, which is suitable for our IC engine application also. We can use hydrogen direct as a fuel in our internal combustion engines also. It is the lightest weight gas available on the earth or in the atmosphere. Okay, it has low boiling temperature, which is minus 253 degrees Celsius. This temperature is also important during the traveling and the transportation of the hydrogen gas. Okay, whenever generally why we call hydrogen gas only, because in our normal room temperatures, okay, in our room temperature which is around 25 degree 26 degree, okay, hydrogen is found in gaseous terms also. Okay, when it converts to liquid, okay, it converts to liquid at you can say minus 253 degrees Celsius. Okay, after this it convert into gas. This is the temperature. Okay, and it means it is a very cryogenic uh, cryogenic related, cryogenic hota hai, it is basically linked with a very low temperatures. Okay, cryogenic means study of elements at a very low temperatures, very cool temperatures. So minus 253 degrees Celsius, you can imagine, at that point it converts into liquid only. So this temperature is needed when we transport our liquid hydrogen as a liquid to one point to another. Okay, I will tell you about this part also. Cryogenic is something, cryogenic is a part of, you can say, science or the thermal science, where we do all the studies at very lower temperatures. Okay, the spelling is cryogenic. 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 Okay. The next is it has high combustion temperature, which is around 3000 degree. Okay. It produces no flames when it is burned. Okay, and it burns with a clean waste product. It has no product in its after combustion or in the exhaust part which is related to the carbon dioxide, no sulfur dioxide. Okay, nothing, these kind of you can say harmful gases they it creates when it burns. Okay, it's a very clean fuel. Okay, moving further, this is only the again same thing that is available in its physical property and chemical property, two differentiation. Okay, that we have seen, it is colorless. Okay, it is odorless. It is insoluble in water. Okay, insoluble in water in gaseous state. Otherwise, the whole water is in itself is hydrogen. You can see. Okay, so, 1:2:1 ratio there is of hydrogen in water. Okay, 2 of hydrogen, okay, and 1 of oxygen, but it is insoluble in gaseous form. If we directly like put hydrogen gas in water, it will not directly interact. Okay, it needs some temperature and some certain process for mixing in the water. It is less dense than air. Density is also very less, so it means in very less less dense means in very high space, it need very big space to occupy as compared to a normal air. It is a lightest gas known. Okay, the weight is very less. In the chemical property, when we test it on the litmus paper regarding its acidity and basicity, okay, it has no effect on litmus paper, which implies that it has neutral nature. Okay, and when it burns with a pop sound when we mixed in the air. Okay, this is its property that you have also learned in your basic 10th 12th classes also.